What's going on, guys? Welcome to the talk show. I'm your host, Jay. Now, it's been quite a few weeks since I've actually been on a broadcast. If you guys have actually been noticing on Instagram, YouTube, I have been making some statements. So, tonight, basically, it's going to be in a couple of parts here due to the podcast being a dick. So, I would like to address some of the allegations that have been going around. I would like to address some of the statements that have been said concerning Jessie the retard. So, the thing here, and I'm actually at a round table here with many people that would like to give their 2 cents on Jessie. He does have multiple warrants out right now. He's got destruction of property, communicating threats, harassment, cyber stalking, just to name a few. And you know, all those are serious charges. So, anyways, what this all boils down to is a couple of weeks ago, some things happened, some things came to light, and Jessie was under the impression that nobody else could find out it was him. 3 days ago, I received a message on Instagram that, and you know, I kind of have this thing about social media now. Like, I don't hate it. I don't think it's evil. But the thing is, I don't really go on it anymore. So, and it's for good reason. So I kind of I don't notice my mentions. I don't notice my messages. But anyways, 3 days ago, I saw a message. Didn't really pay any attention. Yesterday, I saw the message again. It was Jessie on Instagram openly saying that I was to blame for everything. I'm the one that's done all this stuff to my vehicles. I've done the text messages, all that stuff. Now, if you want to sit there in a house full of people, and you know, I never said anything about you, Jessie. I was trying to back you up. I was trying to sit there and help you. I was on your side. But after a certain point in time, I couldn't do it anymore. So if you want to sit in a house full of people that they're helping you, they're lying for you, hey, that's all you. That's your business. But the thing is, they can't help you forever. And I think that it's gotten to the point that people need to understand what's going on here. So Jessie is being evaluated right now for a mental concern. He's been dealing with a lot of problems here lately. And the fact that he would sit there and try to point blame at me is horrendous. He wants to sit there and try to say that I'm the one causing everything. I'm the one starting everything. I'm the one texting people, calling people. I'm the one cutting the tires of my own truck. You know, that's the type of person he is. But I have to ask on this platform, the same as I did on Instagram yesterday, Jessie, do you think we talked it over? Do you think we sat here and said to each other, hey, let's not like him today? No, it's your actions, it's what you did to make us get to this point of saying, hey, it's not a good idea to be around you. You're causing too much fucking trouble. You're sitting there causing shit. You're doing shit. You're saying shit. You're threatening people's lives. So we're cutting ties with you. You don't have to be respected. You don't have to be a part of the family just because your DNA matches ours. Just because you're a part of the family blood-wise doesn't mean that we have to sit here and respect you for that. So, and I got a couple of people here that's been involved in it. And just so everybody here can kind of get a gist of what's been going on. You know, we got, Evelyn here. Evelyn's a part of the family. She's actually one of the main contributors to the show. She's the financial support at least.
Thanks a lot. That's all y'all think about is money.
Right. But, and then we got Jessie the retard's grandmother right across the table here. Linda, say hey.
Hey.
Alright, so, and then we even got mini-me up here too. So, I'm gonna pass it over to Evelyn. and I'm gonna let her say her portion on how she feels about Jessie the retard. So that's fine. You don't have to. So okay, no, you don't have to pick it up. No. You just talk.
Well, I think Jessie has a lot of mental problems from things that happened to him when he was 8 years old, and he was not treated professionally for them. He went through a dramatic experience as a child. He lived in a domestic violence home, and I took him in my home in February. He was on the street and homeless, and I took him in my home, and he did unforgivable things during this time. And so I had to make him relocate. He stayed on his meds as long as he was here. Now I don't think he's taking his medication, which he needs to be. And he needs to go to his doctor's appointments like he needs to be, because Jessie has a mental problem. He don't need to go to jail. He needs to go to a mental hospital and get help.
Okay, hold on. So I have to ask. First question: did you ever think that he would do anything like this? Have you ever imagined him going this far as like communicating threats, talking about killing people, destroying people's property, stuff like that? So that's first one. Second one. Actually, no, just answer the first one. I'm going to come up with the second one later.
No, I never dreamed. When he lived with me, Jessie was not the boy that he is now. I don't know what's happened to him to make him to turn so evil and do such evil things. I pray for him at night. I pray every night for my whole family, but I pray more for Jessie because he's going through terrible things in his life, and maybe if we could all sit down and talk with him about it, maybe it would help him. But we're going to have to get him some help. He needs mental help.
Right, but you know that's never going to happen. You know, him coming in and sitting down and talking to us like adults, it's never going to happen. No. He's not going to sit there. In his mind, he's done nothing wrong. And I know what the second question was. Do you think that I would have done all this? Do you think I would have cut my tires and the transmission issues?
Did you flatten my tire too?
I guess so. Hey, look, I'm the one.
And then put it on there from Jessie and Day. If you don't stay out of it, I'm going to pop the rest of your tires. And it says there, Jessie and Day. That's the girlfriend.
Don't you just love the fucking autism in that statement? Like, he plays so stupid. He sits there and says, I didn't do it. But then when somebody tells him my truck's running again, he messages me 7 minutes later and says, how'd you get your truck fixed? That's the shit. I've never understood why he would do this. And I would probably never understand why he's doing this.
And I want Jessie to understand one thing. Jessie, I hope you're listening to this. Jay's truck is not only his. There is 3 partners in Jay's truck. And all 3 of us can pull together and bury you under the jail for what you're doing. The other 2 partners are staying out of it as long as we can. But if there's one other thing done to this truck to keep it off the road, to help make the payments on it, we are going to get in it. Because when I went to Atlanta with Jay to pick up the truck, did you think I went down there just for the ride? I didn't. I went down there to sign papers, man. Wake up to the real world.
Or as he always said, wake up white people.
Wake up white people.
That fucking shit. I never understood that. He's dating a black girl, but he always said, wake up white people, and threw out KKK references. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the thing about Jessie. He's so fucking stupid he's so stupid he's smart. That's the thing. Or he's so smart he's stupid. Either or. Take your pick. But when it comes down to it, you know, he's crossed the line in so many different ways, and I can't even imagine what's going to happen with all this. Like, it's just... he's sitting here and acting like he's the victim, and in reality, he's not. And he thinks that he's going to get away with it for some reason, or as he said, he likes the idea of going to jail because he gets a free bed, free food, he watches TV for free, but it's not free. We have to fucking pay for it.
That's right. My taxes are paying for it. I'm paying taxes. I'm 64 years old, still working, paying taxes every week for all these deadbeats to be in jail.
How much do they say it costs a day for one inmate? It's how many thousands of dollars a day?
$23,000 a day.
Yeah, right. So we're paying that for people like him that says, oh, it's cool. Like, he's going to think it's cool when Bubba comes up with a broomstick. But
yeah,
hey,
he's gonna think it's real cool when he becomes somebody's bitch.
Hey, that's all him. That's his business. Yeah, I mean, he thinks that's... I mean, this is just a package deal, you know? It's going to happen, but he's not expecting it. Have you ever seen Law and Order, Jesse? Have you seen what they do? I mean, you are a prime definition of a Law and Order episode. You are they should take your story... Dick Wolf should take your story and make a new episode of Law and Order SVU, because you are going to be the forefront of this county. This entire county is going to know about you, and you can't show your face even after the 12 years you pull. And that's as far as I'm going to say on that case. But the cases of vandalizing my shit, threatening lives of other people that I care about, that's where it got into the point of some highly illegal thoughts of mine. But I'm not getting into that because, unlike you, I know the law, and I know what I can and cannot say, especially on the radio.
I don't understand how a grandmother can take a child at 8 years old and his brother at 1, raise them all these years. He's 19 years old, and now threaten to burn her house down, threatened to kill her. Tonight he threatened to shoot her in the head. How can this be? How can a sane person do these things? This has got to be mentally incapable of even reality.
It's almost as if he's blind to the world. He doesn't understand why. He doesn't. I don't think he understands that what he's doing is wrong. Honestly, like he's on the medication he's supposed to be on, alters his mind to reality. Without the medication, there is no reality. And
marijuana don't take the place of a medical problem.
Right, but at the same time, we're not saying that marijuana is a bad thing.
No, I'm not saying marijuana is a bad thing, but when it's used to take the place of lithium and hydrocodone, it is a bad thing. If you're going to do marijuana, do it with it. Don't do it without it, you dummy.
You fucking idiot. Like, that... But seriously, do you think we talked it over? Okay, I have to ask. With everybody in this room, have I ever came to any one of you and ever said, hey, let's not be talking to Jesse. Let's hate him today?
No.
Okay, so it's not me. Like you're trying to make it seem like it's not me. And I know it's getting to that point. Part 2's coming up. I don't know what's going on with this podcast stuff. It's going to update on YouTube, so stay tuned. And I'm going to switch back to part 2.